Hi all, welcome to Start Buddy channel. Today we can learn data type. So data type. A data type in Java is a term that specifies memory size, memory size and type of values that can that can be stored that can be stored into the memory location. In other words, so what is the data type? The data type is a data type in a term is in a Java term that specify the memory size and the type of value that can be stored in a memory location. In other word, in other words, in other words, data type define different values that a variable can take. Okay na? In other word, data type define a different value that a variable can take. Okay na? So we can do, let's understand the data type. Okay, so let's understand data type. So what will we do for in the data type? Suppose is the first point. Okay na? Suppose variable. Okay na? Variable y can store an integer. Okay na? Integer like 86 is as a x is equal to 86. Okay na? So here here is equal to represents that value 86 is stored into y. Okay na? That is stored into a y. Fine. Y is equal to 86. Here the stored in a y. Okay na? Fine. So that is the mean the y is taking as an integer type of the value and that will be stored in the y. And similarly we are having a second point, string name is equal to in a double quote start buddy. Okay na? So here string is a data type. Okay, and name is a variable that can take only string value. Okay na? So that is the mean of that statement. The string name is equal to start buddy. So here the string is a data type and the name is a variable that can only take the string value. The similarly we can go for the third point, uh, int number, mm, small int is equal to, oh sorry, number is equal to 23. Okay na? So here int is a data type and number number is a variable which can only take integer value. Okay, so that is the mean for the data type. So you are understanding the data type. Okay now, so now we can see for here the Java, we can see the type of Java data type. Okay now, fine. So they are having a two category. First one, primitive data type. That one we can say as a built-in, built built-in built-in data type also. Okay now, the primitive data type we can call as a built-in data type also. And the second one is a non-primitive data type. Okay, and we can call for this also called derived or a reference data type. Okay, so they are having a two category for the Java. So let's we can discuss for the two categories. Okay now, so how we can see for that one. So I can go with the structural. Okay now, so we can take as a one box. Okay now, and you can mention for this. Okay, we can tell data type in Java. Okay, fine. Okay, so data type in Java. So here will be a two category, one category, and this is for the second category. Okay, so we can divide in the two category. The first one it will call, and second one it will call. Okay, so first one we can say is a primitive. Okay, and second one we can tell is a non-primitive. Okay, primitive data type and the non-primitive data type. And here it will become for the multiple things. Okay, so we can take from here is a multiple things, and we can put in the category for this. Okay, so here will be is a number of categories. We can take for one, we can take for two, we can take for third, we can take for uh, fourth. Okay, fourth, we can take for the fifth also. Okay, so first one we can define these things. Okay, so it will tell as a class category for the non-primitive. Second one it will tell for the arrays. Okay, and third one it will tell as a interface. Okay, and fourth one it will tell as a object. Okay, and last one we can tell for here as a string. Okay, so this is for the non-primitive data type, and we can go for the primitive data type. Okay, so it will be coming for the primitive data type. So that one also it will be divided into the two parts. Okay, so it will be divided into the two parts. So first part we can tell is a one part, and this is for the another part. Okay, so first part what will tell to this, we can tell as a numeric. Okay, and this one we can tell as a non numeric. Okay, numeric and non-numeric. So first we can see for the non-numeric. So here we can tell for the non-numeric. Okay, so here will be the category for the non-numeric. So there will be the two things, the first one, and similarly it will be the second one. Okay, so first one we can tell this one as a float, and second one we can tell as a, oh sorry, non-numeric. First one is will be tell as a char, and second one it will be tell as a boolean. Okay, and the numeric also having a two categories. So that one also having a two categories. So we can define in a two categories. The first one we can tell for here, and second one also we can tell. So first one we can tell as a integer, and second one we can tell as a floating floating point. Okay, okay, fine. So now a little bit we can come down. Yeah, so here will be is a part of the sum category, and here also is a part of the sum category. So here will be the other things, and we can define as a four parts for here. So this one we can define up to this as a four part. Okay, and this is one will be the first part, second part, third part, and fourth part. Okay, so first part will be as a byte. Okay, second part is a short. third part is a int, and last part it will be a long. Fine. And we can come to the another category for here. Okay, and there will be the two parts. The first part for here. Okay, and second part for this. So first part we can tell this one is a float, and another part it will be called as a the double. Okay, so what the things means, the data type, the Java data type, it will be divided in the two category, primitive and the non-primitive. Primitive having a class, array, object, interface and string, and primitive data type it will be divided in the two parts, numeric and the non-numeric. Non-numeric will be is a character and the boolean. Okay, and for here is a numeric data type is a integer and the floating point. The integer is a called as a byte, short, int, long, and the floating point it will called as a float and the boolean, sorry, double. So that is for our the data type. So now we can check for the some tables and all. So how will we can categorize for this? Okay, so we can go for the next things, and I can create a one table, three, four columns I can create, and one, two, three, four, four, four for the eight. Okay, na? So and one row we can insert also. Okay, so here we can define as a our the data type, and second one we can define as a default value. Okay, default value, and we can define as a size, and after that we can define as a description. Okay, so that is the things, and we can put for the middle more lengthy is fine. And okay, yeah, so first data type we are having a byte, byte, and the default value will be is a 0. Okay, fine, and their size will be is a 1 byte, 1 byte, and it will be stores whole numbers, the numbers range minus 128 to 127. Okay, now similarly we are having a second one, it's a short. This one also the default value will be as a 0, and it will be take as a 2 byte, and it will be the range is minus 326768 to 32767. Okay, na? This is the negative value and this is the positive value. And next one we are having a int, and int also having a 0 for the default value. Okay, and there will be is a 4 byte. Okay, that range is minus 7483648 to 21 say 4783647. And similarly we are having a next value for the long, and that one also will be the default value will be the 0L. Okay, and this one will be the 8 byte of the size, 8 byte, and that range is minus 922337785808. Okay, to positive value 9223377857 okay. And the similarly we are having a next one is a float. So float default value will be the 0.0f, and it will be is a 4 byte. Okay, and that one is store fractional number, and sufficient for a storing 6 to 7 digits decimal, 7 decimal digit. Okay, okay. So next one we are having a double. Okay, so that one also the 0.0d, and it will be stored for the 8 byte, and this one also the store fractional number sufficient for storing 15 decimal digit. Okay, and similarly we are having a boolean. Okay, boolean or char also. So boolean, it will be default value will be is a false, and it will be take only the 1 bit. Okay, and it will be store true or false value. Okay, and in the last char, so that one will be is a default value slash u and 4 times 0 and comma, and that one will be take as a 2 byte. Okay, and it will be store a single character or a letter or a ASCII values. Okay now, so that is our table. To they are having some range and the default value and the size for the all the Java data types. So now we can check as a example for in our the Eclipse. So I can open the Eclipse and I create as a one file, one class I can create as a data type, and I can take for the published environment. Okay, so here you can see we can define some variables. Okay, now first variable we can define as a byte. Okay, byte b is equal to, and we can store in a 89. Okay, and short short s is equal to, we can define as a for this one value. Okay, and similarly the end we can define as a I, and we'll store for the 3 4 6, and we can define as a long l is equal to, and we can define for the some values. Okay, and similarly we can define as a float f is equal to, and we can define for the point some value. Okay, and define as a f, and similarly double d is equal to, we can define as a 9 point some values. Okay, and a d, and d is a optional, you will be define or not, it will be take as a double, further is a long value. Okay, and boolean bo is equal to, it is a false or true, so we can define as a false, that is will be default value. Okay, and char c is equal to, we can define as a our s. Okay, oh sorry, is a single quote, not to the double quote, single quote of s. Okay, and now we can put as a sys out. So first we can print as a b, and I can copy paste it for the all. Okay, and second variable is a s, third variable will be as a I, after that l, after that will be as a f, d, bo, and c. Okay, so now I can print it for this. Okay, so you can see for here, I can increase the size. Okay, now the first value is a 89, it will be coming as a by a byte, and second value will be coming as a short, third value is will be coming as a integer, fourth value it will be coming as a long, and say fifth value, you can see for here we are putting for the some long value, but here it will be coming for the some only for the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 values already we are discussed for here. Okay na, so the floating value will be is a tracking for the 6 or the 7 decimal digit. Okay na, so that one it will be take for the 6 to 7, and similarly we are the typing for here will be is a large value. Okay, and it will be taking for only 1 2 3 4 5 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 digit only, and we already discussed the double is storing only the 15 decimal digits. Okay, and third one it will be coming as a boolean, so boolean the default value we can give as a, this is the false, and character we will be taking as a only one value, so we are giving as a s. So that is the data type, it will be stored for the depends on their values. And one more thing I can able to tell to you, because of this is for the integral part, so it will be is a, we can call as a signed type. Okay na, so we are the giving for here will be is a minus value also, and the positive value also, negative and the positive also we can able to give. So we can give as a negative and a positive, but this one will be is a non numeric. Okay na, so we can't be give as a signed, we can't say as a minus false, that is a no values for there, and we can't tell for this a minus any character, this is not a valid. Okay na, so now I can print again, and you can see is the negative value also, it will be print with the signed operator. Okay na? So that is the data type, and we can utilize for the in our way, so which one we need to utilize for our the range of the value for in our the general programming language. Okay na? In the programs. So please like, share, subscribe, and comments. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.